Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons why you aren't getting any sales. For those of you that don't know, my name is Wane and I'm the CEO and founder of the Advanced Dropshipping Academy. And inside the Academy, we have now helped over 2,500 people from 139 different countries learn how to build, launch and scale their very own dropshipping businesses from home. And we do what we do because we want to help you break free from the 9-to-5 grind, just like we did when we first got started. So in this video, we're going to be covering off what a lot of new dropshippers struggle with, and that is getting sales. So if you are brand new to dropshipping and you're not getting sales right now with your store and you don't know what's going on, or even if you've been dropshipping for a while and for some reason your sales have dried up and you can't figure out what's going on, then this video really is for you, because we're walking through the top 3 reasons why you aren't getting sales on your dropshipping store. And if at any point during the video you learn something new and you find value in it, then please drop a like on the video, because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm and it gets to push this video out to more people and we help more people around the world. So if you do find anything useful, then please hit that like button. But with that being said, let's jump straight into it and let's get into the top 3 reasons. So like I said, we're going to be covering off, the top 3 reasons why you aren't getting sales on your business. And, more importantly, we're going to be talking about what you can actually do to change that. Because I know a lot of people we work with within our mentorship program, not getting sales is really the #1 reason why they come work with us in the first place. So we're going to walk you through kind of what we go through with our clients and how we try and help them understand kind of the process behind it and how you can improve sales across your store. And because we have been doing this for a number of years, because we have tested hundreds of products and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on ad spend to try and figure out what works and what doesn't work and how to improve and optimize sales, we kind of know what's going on. We know why people buy and why people don't buy. And from working with people inside the academy, from seeing results from different people, we start to see this trend. We're starting to learn exactly what it is that makes people buy and why people are buying. So if you're not getting sales, it's probably to do with one of these 3 reasons. So the first reason is really that you just do not understand your customer enough. You need to really understand who your customer is if you want to try and sell something to them. So you need to be asking questions like, who are they? Are they men? Are they women? Are they young? Are they old? Are they parents? Are they in college, university? Like, who are they? What is that person? Who is your perfect customer? Who is going to want this product the most? Ask yourself that question, answer it, write it down on a bit of paper, figure out who they are. What is their demographic? Start thinking about what their interests and behaviors are. What are their hobbies? What do they enjoy doing? What are their values? What makes up them as a person? We want to basically create this avatar, okay? So think about the pain and problems that they're having. What problems in their life? What are the pains in their life right now that your product can solve? And how does your product solve those problems? Okay, we want to basically create, like I said, an avatar of your perfect customer. We want to create this image of if this perfect customer comes to your store, they couldn't do anything but buy, because it's exactly what they're looking for. And this isn't something you can just do in 5 minutes. Sometimes this can take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe even a couple of days for you to really pull in all the information that you need to figure this out, okay? We need to understand who your customer is to a very, very deep level, to a very granular level, to figure out what it is that makes them tick and why they would want this product. And when you do that, when you understand your customer, you get to basically speak to them in the way that they want to be spoken to. And what I mean by that is the copy on your website in terms of your product description. It's using the language they're familiar with. It's using the tonality that connects with them and resonates with them. On your ad copy, the same, the tonality, the language, it all resonates with that perfect customer, because you are basically reaching out to that one person. Okay, your ideal customer, the person that needs this product the most, that is who you're speaking to when you're writing your copy. So creating the avatar before you do all this allows you to really understand who your customer is and how you're supposed to talk to them, okay? Once you've created the avatar, you can then start to speak to your customer, your perfect customer, in the tonality and using the language that they connect with the most, okay? And you're going to be doing that across all of your website, all of your brand, across all of your marketing campaigns. So every single piece of copy that you write should be aligned back to this avatar you've created. And whilst you're doing that, you need to be focusing on the benefits of the product and not just the features. And this is something that a lot of people really get wrong with this. They list the features of the product and they never really talk about the benefits. Because you have to remember that people buy benefits and solutions, not just the features. The reason people buy things, the reason people buy products is because they want the solution that product gives them. If you think about the last thing you bought, what was the reason for it? It's most likely because it provided you with a solution to a problem or a benefit in some way. Okay, and that is why you bought it. Okay, it wasn't because it was made of zinc or it had a fluffy edge. That isn't the reason. The reason behind it was the benefit of those features. So a very easy way to do that, a very easy way to talk about the benefits is to list all of your features and then just literally next to it write why that's an important feature. What is the benefit of that feature? So when you are writing your product description, always remember to focus on the benefits of the products and the reasons why somebody would want to buy this. Because you want to be solving a problem for the customer. They've come to your store because your product has a solution to an issue they have right now. So you want to make sure the customer knows about this issue when they visit your landing page. So make sure you are focusing on the benefits of your product rather than just the features when you are writing your ad copy, your email marketing, your abandoned cart campaigns, anything to do with Facebook or Instagram, TikTok marketing, whatever it is, make sure you are focusing on the benefits of the product and how it's going to solve the problem for the customer. Okay, so again, going back to the customer avatar, figuring out what are their issues, what are their pain points, using that understanding of your customer to be able to create copy that will fill that gap between where their problem is and where your product solves that solution. Okay, we want to fill the gap and we want to get them to realize that your product is a solution to their problems. Okay, that's where we want to get to with it. And you want to make the customer imagine using that product and it's solving their problems. Show them what it looks like. Little GIFs or little videos on the product page can work wonders for this. Show them doing the benefit it's meant to do. Show them the product solving that problem, okay? Really make them visualize having this in their life with descriptive language when it comes to the website. And once you do this, everything becomes a lot easier, okay? Once you understand your customer enough and you can speak to them in the way they want to be spoken to and you're using the right language and the right tonality and you're focusing on the benefits, your sales will massively increase. I remember back when I first started dropshipping, one of the earliest stores I launched was for a snowboarding website. I tried to create a snowboarding and skiing kind of product niche website and it completely failed. And looking back on it now, I realized that the reason it failed was because I'm not a snowboarder. I've never been snowboarding. I've never been skiing. I don't understand the terminology, the lingo, the problems snowboarders and skiers have. I don't understand why it is they're buying the products that I was trying to sell. And the store completely failed. I didn't get any sales from it because I didn't understand what it was. And it was only when I went away and really tried to figure out what people were looking for in terms of snow goggles that I launched a snow goggles product and it absolutely killed it. It did over 100 grand for me in less than 2 months, I think it was. So it's very much a case of you need to understand the customer, understand why they want that product, and then use the reasoning behind it to sell that product to them. And this is why a lot of people will tell you to sell a product that you're interested in, a hobby or a passion of yours, something that you actually enjoy. Because when you do that, it's a lot easier to sell it because you know why you would buy it. You know why you're interested in it. So the language and the tonality and the reasoning behind it is so much clearer for you. This is why I can't really sell things like nail varnishes. I don't understand it. I don't know what people are looking for in them. I don't know what the differences are between gel nail varnish and normal nail varnish and things like that. I don't know. Whereas if my girlfriend went to do it, she'd absolutely kill it because she knows exactly why people want those and what people are looking for. Yeah, she understands the market, she understands the audience where I don't. So it's very much a case of you need to be able to know who it is you're speaking to, understand your customer fully, and then you'll be able to sell to them so much easier. The second reason why you aren't getting sales on your store is because your offer isn't aligned to the market. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Well, when I'm talking about the offer, I mean the offer that you're trying to present to the customer. So in terms of your products, in terms of your brand, in terms of the go-to-market strategy, that complete offer, what it is you're trying to sell, okay, isn't aligned to the market. And what we see a lot of with clients that we work with and other people in the academy and just kind of general looking around in the dropshipping space is that people don't understand the power of branding and the importance of branding. And quite regularly, there seems to be a disconnect between the product and the choice of fonts and colors and styles on the website, okay? There's a misalignment between what someone is trying to sell in terms of the product and the market versus the way they are creating their brand, okay? So when it comes to your ad creatives, your website design, your email marketing, the branding needs to be on point. It needs to connect to the product and to that customer. Always going back to the customer. It needs to connect with the customer, with the avatar. What are they looking for? What style are they looking for when it comes to a brand? Okay, in terms of your offer, what is it they're looking for? So if I give you an example of, say, a kids brand, okay? Kids brands, when you're selling products for kids brands, the style, the colors, it's usually fun, it's usually kind of bubbly, it's usually kind of, softer colors, softer fonts, things like that. That is what makes up a sort of a kids brand. You're not going to see a very hardline corporate style on a kids website because, corporate straight lines, straight edges, sharp colors, they don't really work for a soft, cutesy kids brand, okay? So your branding needs to represent the product and the niche that you're in. So with the kids brand, you're going to go for more kind of, softer, sort of cloud-looking fonts. You're going to be going with pastel colors, like nice, colorful pastel colors. You want to be basically making it into a cute, happy, fun type of website, a happy brand, okay? You don't want to be going with this, corporate basic template style, because it's not going to work with a kids brand, because a kids brand, the market is looking for something softer in a way, for lack of a better word. They're looking for a softer brand, okay? So thinking about your branding and how your offer aligns to the market and that customer is incredibly important. And we've seen it a lot where people have come to us, and I'm guilty of this myself, to be fair, where a lot of my websites as first draft are very masculine in their look and feel, because I'm a bloke, so a lot of my styles are very, blacks and reds and grays and things like that, very kind of standard fonts, is very masculine. If I tried to create a more feminine store, whether it's doing beauty products or nail varnish or whatever, I would have to change the font styles. I would have to change the color style that I naturally sort of move to because of my own personality. So you have to take a step back from what you're doing. And yes, you might like the look of it in your own personal sort of opinion, but does it align to the market? Does it align to the customer? Does it align to the branding that the customer would expect for this particular type of product? So really, switching out your offer for something that's more aligned to the market is really going to help you increase your sales. And again, it comes back to understanding your customer. Who are they? What are their demographics? What are their interests, their hobbies, their behaviors, their values? They really think about what type of brand they would connect with the most, and then create your brand in line with the market you're trying to sell your product to. And the final point, the final reason why you're not getting sales at the end of the day is you just have the wrong product. If you've really tried to understand your customer, if you really create a great brand that's, really connects back to that customer in terms of the styles, the fonts, the colors, if your copy is on point, it's really focusing on the benefits and really trying to solve that problem for the customer and explaining why the customer needs this, and really pulling on those sort of emotional heartstrings and getting them to want to buy the product. If that still isn't working and people just aren't buying it, it's probably because you just have the wrong product at the end of the day. It does happen, okay? And you need to be really going back to your sort of product research and validation stage at this point and figuring out where things have gone wrong, okay? The biggest reason why people don't generally buy something, if you've done everything else correctly, is because there just isn't a demand for the product. At the end of the day, there needs to be a demand for the product at the level, or a high enough level, that's going to be able to cover your ad cost. Okay, because if you get 1 or 2 sales here and there, it's great, but the demand really isn't high enough for you to be able to sustainably run this business. So, is there a demand for the product is really number one. You look back at your data, look back at previous order trends, is it still selling consistently? Okay, or is it on more of a downward trend kind of thing? Where are the order volumes right now? Okay, another thing you need to be looking at is, does the product match the winning product criteria? And I've talked many times on this channel about winning product criteria. So if you don't know what that is by now, make sure you go and check out the other videos on the channel as well, so you can learn about that. But does your product match the winning product criteria? Is it really solving the problem to the mass market? That is really what you want to be looking at. So always make sure that your product is doing that, because it makes it infinitely easier to sell a product that solves a problem for a lot of people. Okay. And another point is really around the unique selling point. Is your product different? Is there something different about your product? If you found a winning product that seems to be doing really well, and a lot of people are trying to sell it, it might not be the best thing that you go in there and do it yourself. Okay. What might be a better option is to look at that winning product and go, okay, is there a variation of this product that I can sell that does the same thing as this, but has a unique selling point and makes me stand out from everybody else? Okay, a prime example of something I've seen recently is a pair of sort of wireless earbuds. Okay, massively saturated dropshipping products in terms of little earbuds in the little cases. You've probably seen them yourself if you've been looking at products. But what's popped up recently is basically these earbuds with a digital display sort of power level on the case. That is a unique selling point. Okay, that makes you stand out from everybody else who's just doing standard earbuds. So being able to, have a unique selling point is definitely important for your product. So maybe your product doesn't have a unique selling point. It doesn't have something that makes you stand out, which is why you were struggling to get sales with it. Another thing you have to look at is whether the products that you're trying to test and trying to sell, is it seasonal or trending? And what I mean by that is, if it's seasonal, you can only really sell it in, say, the summer months or the winter months, and then the rest of the year it kind of dips off and doesn't do very well. Snow goggles, for example, you can only really sell them over the winter months. They don't really work through the summer months. So, have a look, is your product seasonal? Or you can have a look to see if it's trending. If you've picked a product that just started trending because of some viral trend going on, fidget spinners are a prime example of a trending product. Yes, they went massively up in terms of demand, but as quickly as they went up, was as quickly as they come back down again. So, having a look to see whether you have a seasonal or trending product is important, because if you want something that's sustainable throughout the entire year for a number of years, you really want to be selling something that's evergreen. You want to be selling something that people can buy all year round, every year. There's always a demand for it. Ideally, there's an increased demand for it over time. That's kind of the product you want to be looking to sell. And that really leads me on to the next point on whether the product had an upward or downward trend. So in terms of order volumes, in terms of search demand on Google, is this product trending up or down in terms of search terms and volumes, okay? If you're seeing it's on a bit of an upward trend, then it's probably a good product. If it's starting to take a bit of a dip, then it might not be the best time to get into that product and try to sell it. So, bringing all this in together, you need to really make sure that you are reviewing the data, reviewing the numbers, and making the best decision based on that data. The worst thing you can do is just guess and hope for the best, because not only are you wasting a bunch of time and a bunch of money, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the effort. The whole point of this is to build a business and create a sustainable income that can either supplement your current income or replace it eventually, kind of thing. That's where you want to get to. So you want to make sure that you're using the data the right way so you can have the best chance of success, which is why we focus heavily in the Academy on our data-driven dropshipping method, because it is really data-driven and it's really focused around looking at the numbers and the trends and really figuring out which products and which sort of marketing campaigns are performing the best in order to increase profits and sales across the business. So yeah, make sure you're reviewing the data, make sure you look at your numbers, and make sure that you're moving forward the right way. So those are the top 3 reasons why you are not getting sales on your business. So take a look at your current operation, take a look at everything you've got set up right now, and just see if you can improve it based on what we've talked about today. And when you do that, you should start seeing sales come through. If you want my personal help to do that, if you want to work with me over the next 90 days to build, launch, and scale your business, then we do have some spots available in our calendar right now where you can book in for a free chat with us, and we'll see if we can help. We'll see if it makes sense for us to work together and actually grow your business. So if you want to avoid kind of that learning curve and that trial and error and all that potentially expensive mistakes that you're going to make by trying to figure it out, and you want to just kind of skip that learning curve and get results as quickly as possible, then we do have some slots available for you to come and have a chat with us, and we can see if we can help. So if you're interested in working with myself and my team, and you want us to help you get more sales on your business, and you want us to help you, with a complete end-to-end customized strategy for you that's going to allow you to scale your business to the highest levels, then make sure you click the link in the description below this video and book in a time that works for you. But with that being said, I really do hope you found this video useful. I hope you found it valuable and you got some really good information out of it. If you did, then please make sure you drop a like on the video. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if you are new to the channel, if you're new to these videos, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we put out a lot of videos like this and we really try and add as much value as we possibly can. So make sure you subscribe. And if you do have any questions, always comment down below. I still answer everything myself. So any questions at all, drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But with that being said, that is the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.